for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven sent. We need tonight.
Hey guys, my name is Chad, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to install macOS High Sierra on your AMD PC. Before we go over requirements and compatibility, I'd just like to thank XLNC, Uniforce Music, and of course, Shane with 3 E's. Without them, this video probably wouldn't be possible. So as far as requirements go, all you're really going to need is a compatible AMD PC and a USB flash drive that's at least 16 gigabytes. So compatibility this time around is a bit easier because if your computer was compatible with Sierra, it is also compatible with High Sierra. For those who don't know whether or not their computer is compatible with High Sierra, checking is pretty simple. Just head over to a site called cpubus.com, find your CPU, and then scroll down and make sure that your CPU is compatible with the SSE 4.1 instruction set. It's also really important to note that integrated graphics are not at all supported. So if you have an A-series chip and you're not sure if you have a dedicated graphics card, then now would probably be a good time to check. Once you know that your computer is compatible, you can go ahead and head over to amdosx.com and download the latest version of High Sierra AMD. Unfortunately, this time around, the download is hosted by Mega, and at a certain point during the download, they're going to ask you for a payment to bypass the transfer limit, and I wouldn't recommend doing this as Mega is a really shady site and I probably wouldn't trust them with any personal information. Once you've successfully acquired High Sierra AMD, you can go ahead and download and install Transmac, plug in your flash drive, and then go ahead and run Transmac as an administrator. Once Transmac opens, you can go ahead and right-click your USB flash drive, select Restore with Disk Image, and then go ahead and select the High Sierra AMD image and click OK. Once the restore completes, you guys can go ahead and eject the USB drive and plug it into any USB 2.0 port on your AMD PC. As usual, we're going to go into our BIOS setup and make sure our SATA ports are set to AHCI. Once your BIOS is configured, you can go ahead and boot from your flash drive. I'm going to be using my boot menu to do that. Once you get into Clover, go ahead and head over to Options and then enter the NV Disable boot flag if you're booting with an NVIDIA graphics card. Once you've done that, just press Escape and then boot into High Sierra AMD. Booting to the installer took like 14 minutes, which is kind of crazy. Luckily, this will not be the case when we're booting into macOS after the installation. The first thing you'll want to do in the installer is open up Disk Utility and erase your hard drive. You can name your drive whatever you'd like, just don't forget the name because you are going to need it later. Once you've erased your disk, you can go ahead and close out of Disk Utility and then select Reinstall macOS. After agreeing to the license agreement, go ahead and select the drive you just erased and then click Install. So that was the first part of the installation, and it took about an hour and 34 minutes, which is also pretty long. Fortunately, we won't have to wait that long for anything else. Once the first part of the installation is complete, we're going to go ahead and boot back into Clover from our USB flash drive. And we can't yet boot into our hard drive, so we're just going to boot back into the installer. Once you get back into the installer, go ahead and navigate to Utilities and open up the terminal. When the terminal opens, go ahead and run the pre-install command, then enter the name of the hard drive that you installed macOS on. When the pre-install script is complete, go ahead and restart your computer and boot back into Clover from your USB flash drive. Once we get back to Clover, we can now boot from the hard drive that we installed macOS on. So now we're just waiting for the second part of the installation to complete. When the second part of the installation completes, go ahead and boot into the High Sierra AMD installer one more time. Once you get back into the installer, go ahead and open up the terminal again. Now this time you're going to run the AMD command and then enter in the name of the hard drive that you installed macOS on. This script is going to take a few minutes to complete, though when it's done, boot back into Clover from your USB. When we're back in Clover, we can finally boot from our hard drive and set up macOS.
It's just me and you.
So now we officially have High Sierra installed, though we're not quite done yet. We still need to get a bootloader and graphics acceleration. So first off, you guys will be able to download this post-install folder from the description. We're going to start by installing Enoch, and then we're going to install Clover. Once Clover is installed, we're going to go ahead and navigate to the hard drive that we just installed Clover on. Then open the EFI folder and then the Clover folder. Once inside the Clover folder, go ahead and replace the config.plist. Now we can head back to the post-install folder and then open the graphics folder. So before you install the WebDriver package, you're going to want to navigate to your System Library Extensions directory and install the two included kernel extensions in the graphics folder. Once the kernel extensions are installed, go ahead and run the WebDriver package installer. When the installation completes, go ahead and eject High Sierra AMD, unplug your USB flash drive, and restart your computer. So now we should be able to boot into macOS High Sierra with full graphics acceleration. So now that we were able to boot with graphics acceleration, we can go ahead and get audio and Ethernet working. Though this step is very hardware specific, so please don't install the same packages that I am if you don't have the same motherboard as me. So there you have it guys, that's macOS High Sierra running on an AMD PC. So if you ran into any trouble during the installation, be sure to check out the AMD OS X Discord server. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys out. Thanks for the 500 subscribers, and I plan on making a CPU optimization video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.